One thing that I find interesting is that Ze Frank seems to go sometimes by the name Zeze. So you can see here his Instagram name is at Zezeiamze. That's almost a palindrome. Palindrome is a word that's the same spelled forward and backwards, and it's sort of a trick in magic making or sigil making or spell casting to try and create spells that are palindromes. They're like self-contained spells. Supposedly, from what I understand, makes them more powerful. But just so you can see here, I'll show you. I clicked on. So this is his official. Like you see the little blue check next to the name. That means he has been officially vetted that this is Ze Frank's official Instagram account. And it is Zezeiamze. Did you guys know that the name Zeze is very much associated with demons? We have a few. We have Zozo, the Ouija board demon, who is known to go as Zeze sometimes, to be known as Zeze. So up here you can see this person is giving sort of an online testimony talking about her dabblings with the Ouija board and meeting this demon known as Zozo. A lot of people have heard of Zozo. But also, again, this thing will call itself Zeze sometimes, or sometimes Mama, I guess. So you can see, if you want to go Ouija Board Tales, blogspot.com, there's that. You can read through this. And then there is, let's see. Now, I know that this is, this one's from a fandom, but remember, a lot of characters from TV shows and manga and stuff are based on real enough demons. So you'll have demon characters in, let's say, an anime that are based on actual theological demons, the names of actual theological demons. So here's one called Zapar Zeze. There isn't a demon named Zapar, I believe. There we go. And then, so, I'll let you, I'm just going to point some of these out to you quickly, and I'll let you guys go and do some of your own research into this. Here is a list, top 1,200 demon names from A to Z. And I had it set up in the Z's. Oh, here we go. And there's Zozo listed, a malevolent entity known for its association with the Ouija board and its deceptive and harmful communications. But then there's also, let's go up to ZE. I think it's also interested, the Z's one here, a colossal bird. Remember the Abrasics with the bird face, bird head. Colossal bird from Jewish mythology, said to have the power to obscure the sun with its vast wings. But then we also have, here's Zapar, here we go. A Duke of Hell known for sowing discord in love and rendering women barren, as per demonic lore. Zay, why did you adopt children instead of having natural children with your wife? Just wondering. Zapar, Zeze. Then there is, it could be a reference to Zaziman. Although I think more likely, if I had to pick, I would say either Zozo, but Zozo seems lower on the list of demons in terms of power, unless he's just another face of this guy right here. Azazel. Zeze. Right? So Zazel is short for Azazel. And the darker spirit, demon of Saturn. Remember that I have been making connections with this cult that I think Ze Frank is a part of, and Saturn worship and chaos worship. Okay? So Zeze. So I do think it's on purpose that he made his Instagram name Zeze. Zezeiamze. Right? instead of just saying Zezeiamze. That would have been a better palindrome rather than Zezeiamze. I think he said Zeze for a reason, or he wrote in Zeze for a reason. I don't think it's just a cutesy pet name. I think it is a nod to the name of a demon of some sort, and probably this one, Zazel. Because he's associated with Saturn. And again, there's been a lot to suggest Saturn worship amongst these people, my suspects. And I believe I was looking at some in here as well. Zapar's listed again there. Yeah. So I'll let you guys do some of this research for yourselves if you'd like. You can look at demon names. But I do think, again, I think that his name Zeze, just to repeat myself yet again, his name Zeze is a reference or a nod to a demon name. All right? So my nickname, I mean, Zay is a nickname derived from his original name, Hosea, his given name, Hosea, right? My given name is Katie. And I wound up with the nickname Cat. You don't hear me going cat. It's weird. And I don't think that I could be wrong. Maybe there's a demon named Cat. Let's go look. Let's look. Are there any demons named Cat? Let's look here. Or something similar to cat. Let's see. I don't see anything. No. Oh, wait. Killikee Cat, but that's cat with a C. I'm cat with a K. Maybe I'll have to look into this. But neither would I be keen on naming myself or fashioning my name after a demon. I don't think that sounds like fun. So guys, one thing you should know about demons. They're very similar to the way I perceive them. They're very similar to the Greek gods and goddesses, or the gods and goddesses from almost every pantheon. Even the angels of the Christian pantheon, they're really just lesser gods, you know, and then your highest god would be your god, so on and so forth. They all represent extreme characteristics of human psychology and human nature. They are immortal because so long as human beings exist, we might, in our individual selves, be finite and mortal. We die after, I don't know, like 100 so years. I believe tops we have like 120 years, right? Allotted to us. That may be the case, but so long as human beings as a whole, as a species, exist, then the very things that make up our nature and our psychology will live on. So that's why the gods and or demons are immortal. Okay? But the thing is, they can't live without us. The gods can't live without offerings from the human beings, just like human beings can't be without the gods. You understand? It's sort of a symbiotic relationship going on there. So to try to be like a god or a demon is to try to be a tragedy, in my opinion. All right? They are tragic figures. They are, because they're so extreme. They're extreme representations. So, for example, Aphrodite, or Venus, the goddess of love, she's the goddess of love and lust and sexuality in its most extreme forms. Mars, or Ares, he's the god of war, rage, anger in its most extreme forms, all right? They are not tempered as they should be in an individualized human being, right? So that's why they have such tragic tales and stories connected with them. They're tragedies. You should not want to embody a tragedy. So again, that's why I'm not keen on fashioning a name for myself that represents a demon. although my name is derived from a Greek mythological character, Hecate. I'm still a human being. I am not a god or a goddess. Nor would I want to be. You'd have to be a fool to want to be such a thing. They have tragic lives. And to be immortal while you're at it, to never die. Just keep reliving this tragedy over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. That sounds like a torturous nightmare. Anyway, yeah, so I think I've made my point. Zezeiamze. A demon associated with Saturn worship. Saturn is associated with the number 6. Why? Because of the hexagon shape that's on the pole of Saturn, and many, many other reasons beyond that. It's also associated with the black cube. I've spoken about black cube worship. Please go back and find, I have some blog posts in my blog, Celebrity Reigns List. Here it is. Let's see if I can find Kronos, Saturn, Death, Illusions, Fairy Tale, Fairy Folk, the Hex Token. So this one is primarily focused on picking apart Richard James Schuler, who's a cryptocurrency bigwig. I'm sure he likes to think he is. But you can see here in this, I'll let you guys go through and read it if you'd like. Some of it is a bit nerdy because I start getting into the history behind some words, so some etymology. But right there, so you can see the hexagram shape on the pole of Saturn. That's why it's associated with the number 6 quite often, and the black cube. There's just a lot to it. There's so much to it. There we go. So yeah, go ahead and look at this for yourselves, guys. Kronos, Saturn, Death, Illusions, Fairy Folk, the Hex Token, Richard the Lionheart, and Crocs of Shit. And again, this is my blog on WordPress called Celebrity Reigns List. I don't know why I can't zoom in here. Anyway, Celebrity Reigns List. .wordpress.com. All right, I'm going to leave it there. Zeze, did I discover your demon name? Doesn't that mean I have power over you? Or is it Zozo? Or should I just call you Zazel? Zazel. Zazel. Bring me a yummy, yummy, delicious, healthy, nutritious sandwich. Now. Oh, and few $1 million. United States dollar bills. Immediately. Like some of that right now.